Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and I'm so glad you're here because I'm going to show you today how you can save money and make your own pizzas. No more ordering them or buying them from the store. They're expensive and you don't get near as much on them as if you make them yourself, and they taste better. So we're going to put together pizzas for the freezer. And boy, I haven't made pizza in a few months because we always make pizza out in our outdoor oven. The wood-fired pizza. Oh, it's just wonderful. But I'm going to give you my recipe for my pizza dough, which is no secret, and recipes are to be shared. So I'm also going to give you the recipe for my no-cook pizza sauce, which is just divine, friends. But we're gonna make these in stages, okay? We're gonna get all of our toppings all ready to go, and then we'll get our pizza sauce all ready to go. Get that set aside so that we can make our dough, because that goes fast, friends. Our dough is a no-rise dough. You don't have to let it rise. You mix it up, and you can work with it right away. And we're going to par bake them because you're going to want to be able to put these in your oven on your pizza tray, and 20 minutes they'll be done. So let's get busy. We're going to start cutting up our stuff for our toppings. I've got a lot of toppings to put on mine. And I'm also going to be making some pizzas for some of my friends who love them too. We do this all summer long. We make pizzas, but it's never in here. I always make it out in my outdoor kitchen. I can't get this undone here. There we go. And when we fire up our pizza oven outside, everybody comes running. I think it's the best pizza around. I need a garbage bowl. But these go fast. You can put anything you want on them. And it's so much cheaper than buying them out. Now I'm using my medallion to slice my onions. I'm going to be making quite a few pizzas, so I'm going to use quite a bit of these onions. Everybody loves the red onions. Okay? One down. We'll set that up there. Let's see. I want to do... Oh yeah, that's nice. I like these almost shaved. Let's try it once on number 2. So I can have a little bit of each on there. Beautiful. Plus I've got, perfect. Plus I've got, set those up there. I could probably go ahead and slice these right on here too. Oh, those are nice. Perfect. And use what you have in your fridge. I have these in my fridge. I had aroma tomato in my fridge. I've got the little tomato bombs, the little sprinkles. They're teeny tiny tomatoes. I just cut them in half, put them on the pizza. That looks pretty good for now. I'll leave those sitting there in case I need more. We got that. Now, the little sprinkles here. And then Mr. Wayna is bringing us mushrooms. So these are really teeny tiny. But we're just going to cut them in half and put them on here. It'll work perfect. I usually do the cherry tomatoes. I cut them in half. But we'll put some of these on there too, because we'll go through a lot of these tomatoes. Mr. Wayne, my whole family loves sliced tomatoes on their pizza. We also love spinach on our pizza, but I'm out of spinach. So I got some power greens I could probably use that have spinach in them. I'm going to get these cut up and I'll be back. Okay, friends, I've got everything cut up. And the mushrooms, I didn't get them fresh. I didn't have any mushrooms in my fridge, so my husband got me canned mushrooms. Not my favorite, but that's all right. They'll work. We've got peppers and tomatoes and onions, mushrooms, and the cherry tomatoes. We've got sun-dried tomatoes, which are just divine on a pizza. We've got the pepper rings, and we've got my favorite, the jalapenos. I love jalapenos on there. And we got our cheese. So now that we got that put together, we're going to work on our sauce. And this is a no-cook sauce, friends. You can just whip this right together and put it right on your pizza. You don't have to cook it. That saves a lot of time. My camera's shut off. All right, here we go. Let me get all this in here. This is the easiest pizza sauce you will ever make. Okay, now I'm going to add water to this so that it gets to the consistency I want. Just keep mixing it. I will write the recipe in the description box for you. But you might need a little more water. It just depends on how thick or thin you like it. And right there, that's good for me. That was 2 cups, just about. All right, so here we go. I do, there it is. I do a couple tablespoons of my Italian seasoning. Nice heaping tablespoons. We're going to do garlic. Garlic powder, same as about 1.5 tablespoons I'm putting in mine. You can season yours. Though I put the recipe in the description box, you can still season it to your taste. This is onion powder. We're going to just put a little bit of that in there. Remember, you're going to need all these spices and all this because you're starting from just some tomato paste. Might as well put my pepper in there. There we go. We're going to do about 1/2 tablespoon of salt to start with. Do about 1 tablespoon of sugar in there. And I put about a good tablespoon and a half of olive oil in there. And mix that all up really good. Now we got to taste it. Make sure you taste it because you might have to add more goodies in there. Okay? It's perfect. I've made so much of it, you know, that I got this to a science. But this is wonderful. You will love this. Okay, we can set this aside. That is done. I'm going to put my oil and stuff, my spices away, and we'll put our dough together. Okay, friends, we're going to use a Big Daddy mixer. This will be perfect. All right, first thing first. We're going to do 3 tablespoons, and this is what I use for a single batch. 3 tablespoons of yeast. Okay? Hold on. Okay, almost forgot my water. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of sugar. And we are going to do 4 cups of hot water. Not screaming hot, but good hot. Okay? Now we're just going to mix this up really good in here. And I'm just going to let that bloom because I am not going to take a chance with that yeast. I want to make sure my yeast is alive before I put all my precious ingredients in there. Okay. I don't think you can see it, but it is alive and it's fluffy. So, before I do the flour, we're going to put in a 1/3 cup, not a tablespoon, a 1/3 cup of oil. And I use olive oil. It gives it a wonderful flavor. I like olive oil. I use olive oil for everything. Now we're going to do 9 cups of flour. There we go. There's 9. Now to that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. And that's it. That is an easy pizza dough recipe. I'm going to take this into my pantry and I'm going to mix this. Once this is incorporated, you're going to want to set your timer and knead it for 10 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, friends. There's our beautiful dough. Look how clean the sides of my mixer are. This is a beautiful dough. Okay? We're just going to put it right out here on our board. This is beautiful. Okay, now, we don't have to let this rise, but I am going to roll it into balls. We're going to divide this into 8 pizzas. They'll be about 12-inch pizzas. Now you can do more and divide them into 10 by all means, and have smaller pizzas. This is just how I divide mine up. Actually, who am I fooling? I twirl this dough. This is just big. Okay, perfect. All right, now I'm going to divide this again. Okay, so now I got some nice dough balls here. Now I'm just going to twirl them. And I'll make some nice dough balls. This is easy to do. I was teaching my daughter how to do this, and she was laughing. She says, I can't get the rhythm. I can't get the rhythm of it. I can't do this. And all of a sudden it clicked and she got it. And now she rolls all my pizzas. All my pizza dough in the summertime when we're doing pizzas. And she's here. She rolls the dough. She loves it. Okay. Now while these are going to rest, I'm going to let these rest about 20 minutes to a half hour. Not so they rise so much as I want them to get comfortable to the round shape, you know, the ball shape, so that it's easier to roll out. And then while that's resting, I'm going to get a couple of my pans ready because I use my cast iron pans to pre-bake these. And this is such a beautiful dough. You'll love this pizza dough. We were making pizzas last summer. We had so many people come and eat pizza with us. Well, there was a gal who came, and she managed one of the local bars in town. And they make the fried pizza dough. You know, the little balls. They make it in little balls and fry it. Well, the one bar out on 31 calls them moose nuts. Some call them bobcat nuts. It's just, they have all kinds of funky names for it. But anyway, she was begging me for my pizza dough recipe. She was almost afraid to ask me because, you know, everything is a big secret. And I don't know why. I gave her my pizza dough recipe. I said, recipes are meant to be shared. We're going to cover this up. And I'm going to go get my pans ready while that rests. Okay, friends, these are 12-inch pans, cast iron pans. Now, I'm going to oil them up. I just put a little oil on there, and I just brush it around. I don't want it swimming in oil, but I want it on there and brushed around. Okay? And that one's ready to go. If anybody's wondering, I got these pans at Family Dollar down by Lansing. I guess you can get them at any Family Dollar. They were 12 bucks a piece. I bought like 6 of them for our pizza oven. Okay, this is doing good. All we got to do is just let it finish resting, and then we can start rolling out our dough and par-baking it for our pizzas. Our oven is preheating, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll this out. See how nice that is? Beautiful. I just roll it. You can stretch it. It stretches nicely. I don't throw it. It'd be up on my ceiling or wrapped around my head. I don't throw pizza dough. But I will stretch it. See how nice that is? Beautiful. And it rolls out so easy. You don't have to let it rise, but it's nice to just let it rest for a few minutes, you know. But we're going to put this right down in here. And see, it's 12 inches. We're going to take and give it just a little bit of a crust. Perfect. Now, I need a fork. I have one of those pokey rollers. I just don't know where it is. So I'm just going to poke this a little bit so it doesn't bubble up. All right, that one's ready to go. We'll get the next one. I'll show you one more, and then I'm going to shut the camera off and get them all done. See how easy that is? pull it up and just stretch it a little. Works nice. All right. Making pizzas is so easy. We've made so many pizzas I couldn't tell you. Mr. Wayna couldn't do a whole lot with our pizzas last summer because everybody come around. We know half the town. We feed all our friends and family, you know. And last year, you all remember, those of you who've been with me, he had the cataracts. He couldn't see into the pizza oven. So I was making pizza. All my friends were helping me, though. We'd make pizza, and he would run and get our boxes. He'd box the pizza, but he couldn't see in the pizza oven, and that was always his job to make the pizzas. All right. Oh, I got to poke this. These are going to go in the oven, 450 degrees, friends, for between 5 and 7 minutes. No more than 7 minutes. You only want them about 80% cooked. Okay, friends, you can see how nice these turned out. They're gorgeous. Pre-baked, beautiful. Par-baked, partial baked. All right, so we're going to start putting these together. And we're just going to put our sauce on here. I'm going to do 3 of these at a time and get the sauce all on there. Beautiful. Now you can make these, like I said, as big as you want, or you can even make them smaller. This is a 12-inch size. That's perfect for like 2 people, especially if you have a salad. I always serve my pizza with a salad. It's wonderful. Miss Peaches is looking for scraps. Okay, I need a little bit more in this one. Maybe a little more in that one. All right. Now, I don't have a whole lot of room to work with. I need more room. Okay, I'm just going to put my cheese on here. And you want enough cheese on your pizza. You know, you want some of the sauce that you can see through. You don't want to scrimp too much. But you don't want it drown. Well, some people would want it drowning in cheese. Perfect. See that? I'm going to do this one. This goes so fast, it is so nice. These are nice to have in your freezer, but I'm not going to have too many left because these 3 are going to my friend. I says, I got dinner for you. She's all excited. So we're going to make these ones to what she wants. You can make them any way you want. Okay. The first one is going to be nothing but pepperoni, and I like the big pepperonis. The whole thing's covered with pepperoni. And then we're going to do a little more cheese on top of that. I got to get one thing, friends. I know I have Italian in my sauce, but I always sprinkle the top of the pizza with a little Italian seasoning. It makes it wonderful. We're just going to leave that sitting right there. So there's pizza number 1. beautiful. You want to put this in that box to go to Sharon? Look at that gorgeous thing. I'll set it right here. Okay, so now the second one is going to be all meat. So we're going to do this. We don't want to overwhelm her with meat. So we're going to put 4 pepperonis on here. And she wants ham. And I like to keep my ham not shaved, but fairly thin sliced so that...
Be nice.
I'll maybe put another one in there.
Nice.
There we go. I don't want it shaved, but I like it thin sliced so I can just rip chunks off and put it on there. And that one's gorgeous. Perfect. All right, we're going to put a little cheese on top of this one. And this one's ready. Okay. Just a little bit. Maybe like a half teaspoon. That's all I put in there. Perfect. Take a look. Okay, friends. Now that I got you up close, you can really see what I'm doing here. We're going to put and I like my toppings to go right somewhat out to the edge of my pizza. I don't want it all piled in the middle. All right, so with that, we're going to do a few peppers on here because this one's getting the works. Okay. We're going to put a few mushrooms on here. We're going to do banana peppers on here too. I'm just going to get a few of them out of the jar. Okay, there we go. We're going to do a few of these beautiful tomatoes. These are the sun-dried tomatoes, and they are divine, friends. We're also going to do some onions, red onions, and she loves red onions, so I'm giving her a little extra. She loves them. We're going to do just a couple of jalapenos here and there. She wants about 3 or 4 on there. Okay. One for every bite. I'm going to put one more in the middle. Okay, now we're going to do a couple of tomato slices on here. That's it. Now we're just going to put just a little sprinkling of the Italian seasoning. We're going to do a little bit more cheese. And that, friends, is a beautiful pizza. Okay, here we go, friends. We're going to get the rest of these done. And it's so nice because these just freeze beautifully, especially when they're par cooked like this. Now, I've done them before when the dough is just raw, and that's all right because I would do that for when I make them in the outdoor oven. Sometimes it would make things go quicker for me to have them all ready, you know. And you could par cook them for, oh, that's going because we're going to bake a few of the 2 of these pizzas off. Okay, time for the cheese. All right. So we're going to do them all in pepperoni. I think we'll do them all in pepperoni. All three of these anyway. Then I got 2 left. Ooh, almost lost that one. I'm going to spread these out just a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay, so with these, let's see. We're going to do Mr. Wayna's. And I'm doing 2 separate ones for us. He likes a little bit of the peppers on his. No mushrooms. He likes onions. So we'll give him some onions and peppers. He likes banana peppers on his. We're going to pop these in the oven too. Let me give him a few more. He loves these banana peppers. And he does like the sun-dried tomatoes too. So we'll give him a few of them. These are wonderful. Okay, and he'll want a couple, and I just bust his in half. I just take pieces, because he don't like these great big pieces of jalapenos like I do. I can eat them out of the jar. I love them. Okay, so that, and then a couple of tomatoes, because he loves the tomatoes on his. Even though he's got sun-dried tomatoes, he still likes the tomatoes. All right. That's it. There's that one. We're going to set these aside because those are going to go in the oven when we're done. 2 of them. All right, so mine and Elizabeth, we like peppers. We like mushrooms. Lots of mushrooms. I love mushrooms on my pizza. Even though they're canned, that's all right. I still eat them on my pizzas. Okay? Great big old amount of onions. I love onions. Gots to have lots of onions. There we go. I also like the banana peppers. Not that many though. Okay. I like the tomatoes. And I like the jalapenos. I leave mine whole. I love them that way. There we go. We got everything on there. And just a little cheese. I need to rinse my hands. Just a little bit. And put some on this one. Just a little bit. Okay. There's our 2. All right. These are going to go right back in these pans. Okay. See how beautiful those are? Take a look, friends. We're going to have some of that. We're going to put these in the oven while we finish up the rest of these. Okay, so this one, we're just going to do pepperoni and mushrooms on this one. And we're going to do some onions on here. Your pizza's in the oven, mister.
Hello, friends.
All right, that one's all set. We got to put a little bit of this sprinkling on there. That's it. This will be able to get wrapped up. What are you eating? A jalapeno? Is it a little hot, mister? I put them on your pizza. Can you hear the heartburn? Okay. I don't want to bust into my other 5-pound bag of mozzarella if I don't have to. So I'm hoping I got enough here to do both these pizzas. And I do think I do. Okay, we're going to do one with ham. See how I do that? I just pull them apart and it's wonderful. Okay. We're going to do some onions on here. No, we're not doing pineapple. I always tell people, they always ask me, oh, can we do ham and pineapple? I'm like, pineapple don't belong on pizza. A lot of people like that though. And that's all right. We're going to do a few peppers on here too. We're going to load this up. And we'll do some mushrooms. And then I'll send this one over to my other neighbor for dinner. So we better put some tomatoes and peppers on his. He'll like that. That way he's got something for Super Bowl because it's Super Bowl Sunday today. Let's give him a few of these tomatoes. There we go. That one's ready to be wrapped. And we'll do this one with pepperoni. Peppers. We're going to do these little cherry tomatoes on here. Those are good. Mushrooms. Lovely. Those big, beautiful mushrooms. We want a bunch of onions on here. And I always use red onions on my pizzas because people just love them. The red onions, something about them, they're just delicious. All right, let's see. We're going to do these tomatoes. I love putting these together. All right. I'm going to put a couple of these on there. I probably ought to check our pizzas. Oh, they're doing good. Okay. I didn't put cheese on top of that one. This one isn't done. Okay, now let's see. We're gonna do a few jalapenos on here. There we go. Just a little surprise. Okay, let's put some cheese on the top of this one. And look at, I had just enough, friends. I'll put this last little bit on this one. All right, friends, and that is perfect. Don't forget your little bit of Italian seasoning because it's just divine. Okay, now let me put my stuff away and then we'll package these all up. Okay, friends, so our pizzas are all ready to be wrapped up. So I'm just going to put them up here because I double wrap these. No, I don't wrap them in foil. I just double wrap them here because they won't last long. And I'm not going to label or date them because we'll have these gone in a couple of weeks. As soon as my grandbabies come in to visit, they'll be gone. See how nice that wraps up? And then in a few minutes, you'll see how, I need to check those. Those are looking good. I need to turn the one. Okay. When they come out of the oven, when we make them in our wood-fired oven, I always rub the crust down with the beautiful garlic parsley butter. Oh, it is so good. I don't have any made up right now, so these ones aren't going to get that. But they're going to be delightful anyway. That's how easy you can do this. And it doesn't cost but a few pennies. You know, if you go to the store and buy a DiGiorno pizza or another kind of pizza, you're going to pay a nice chunk of change for it. And for the price you pay for one of those, you could make yourself 4 or 5 of these. So, it saves you some money. And you can make them your way. So there we go. Aren't those beautiful? I think they turned out nice, the light shining on them. But you can see just how gorgeous these are. Love them. Okay, we're going to set these aside to put them in the freezer. I checked these. These got just a few more minutes to go. Those will be done. Then we can try the pizza. Okay, guys, this is done. And these are gorgeous. That's Mr. Wayna's. We'll slide yours over a little bit. That one's mine and my friend's. I didn't know Elizabeth. Look at how beautiful these are. They turned out wonderful. I got my thumbnail too. All right. Ooh, you can smell it. Wonderful. Miss Elizabeth. All right. And we're going to try these right here for him. Oh, we got 2 of them. Do you like jalapenos?
No, I don't eat them.
Huh?
You don't have to take them off. I'll eat it.
Well, do you want one of his? His doesn't have any on it.
That's fine.
Okay, there you go. We're going to try these. Put that aside. Look at how beautiful the crust is under. Mmm. You're going to love these. Mm-hmm. You're going to love this pizza dough and you're going to love the sauce. Fantastic. You can't see Mr. Wayne, but he's eating away. Oh, and I got a little piece of jalapeno. Oh, you can put them on mine. I'll eat the jalapenos. All right, friends. We're going to go enjoy our dinner. We're not having any salad tonight. We got all this pizza to eat. I'll put all the links in the description, or not links. I'll put all of the recipes in the description box below so you can have them. I hope you stock your freezer with them because your family's going to love it. You all have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen, friends. And as always,
Thanks for watching.
oh, I got 2 of them. I love it.